Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Iron Mountain. It is the Mountain View Ice Arena, scene of tonight's varsity hockey action. The Manistique Emeralds taking on the Kingsford Flivers. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. M123 FM and My Manistique on Facebook, streaming to your big screen via the Newberry News and the E.U.P Sports Network on YouTube. Glad to have you along for what should be a pretty fun contest between the Emeralds. Coming off their second win of the season, they split their two games down at the Alpena Showcase this past weekend, and now a quick turnaround, almost the same distance and time in the opposite direction as they get ready to go in this one. It is the Newberry Motors pregame show just down the road from High Prices. Remember, doesn't say Newberry Motors on the front. You probably paid too much up front. Can the Emeralds continue the momentum they built? They played really well in both games down in Alpena. A couple of bad breaks going against them, but they were the better team for probably 45 minutes in that contest against Capital City, then bounced back with an impressive win over Tri-Valley on Saturday. Getting your starting lineups here tonight and your keys to the game, as always, for the Emeralds. Got to get a strong start. Their confidence builds the longer they go into a game, and they've started very well in the first 7 to 10 minutes of each game. That strong start's going to boost their confidence, help them carry that momentum through this matchup. It's also the deepest and the healthiest the team has been in a couple of weeks. They've been missing a couple of guys for different reasons over the past couple of weeks, but full strength and ready to go here in this one. Your players to watch, a guy who had a big weekend for the Emeralds. We're going to go tonight with number 5, A.J. Berger, and, of course, a friendly rivalry with the Kingsford Flivers. The former Teja Newberry product, Cooper Pigeon, a senior, knows these guys well, played with a ton of these kids earlier. These are two groups that are very familiar, and the first of 3 games this season between the Emeralds and the Flivers. We will step aside, come back for puck drop in tonight's contest. Newberry Motors presents high school hockey on M123 FM and My Manistique.
I love that our tagline is your health, our passion. It's definitely a passion for me. I take care of the people that take care of the people.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center's new CEO, Helen Johnson.
But I am really a Northern Michigan girl. I started my career out here as a young nurse in oncology in Marquette. It was so natural for me to be able to move back. It is a different way of life. You just breathe a little easier. My husband and I really are outdoors people. If I'm outdoors around a campfire, get a little bit of smoke in your hair, that is just a happy place for me.
Johnson loves the intimacy of small town healthcare.
Living and working in a rural community gives us a unique opportunity to connect with our patients one-on-one. I want them to say, I was at your hospital recently, and the next thing I want them to say is, and it was great.
Helen Newberry Joy's new CEO, Helen Johnson.
I have had such a great welcome to this community.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
All right, ready to go. It is Manistique and Kingsford. Do apologize. The video on the Facebook page is got a different title on it. We will try to get that fixed here as we move along now here in this one. Should be a great contest. Getting ready for the first, as I said, of 3. They'll play 2 here in Iron Mountain, 1 over in Manistique. Both teams had some scheduling issues, had some open dates to get to their maximum game schedule. So they are filling that with each other. So a 3-game regular season series. And the puck drop, and we are underway. Emeralds are in the road blacks tonight. Kingsford in the white with the blue and the gold trim. Backhand in. Jackson Gaudreau starting in net for the Emeralds. Dietzman, Levine, Berger with Rondo and Rahali to get us started for the Emeralds tonight. And our first whistle, as it is in and gloved, the net rather coming off the pegs there in that one. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along from the Central Time Zone tonight. Mountain View Ice Arena here in Iron Mountain. And we are glad that you can spend another part of your holiday week with us. Puck to the corner. Brought in behind here. Beltran will move it along. Now Luke Kurt giving chase. Luke, one of the top scorers and as a first-year varsity sophomore. That one's flipped up, almost got Coach Evink. This one rattled off the sidewall right in front of the penalty box, now pinned along the wall. Neither team really getting much off of that neutral zone face-off. Early action favoring the Flivers in the offensive end, and Gaudreau will come up with that one. This one off the draw, trickles back in again on Gaudreau. Jackson, big weekend in the split down in Alpena. 5-1 win for the Emeralds Saturday over Tri-Valley out of the Bay City area. This one jumped here. Kingsford, though, does a good job to poke it away. Zeminski will send it down into the Manistique offensive end for the first time tonight. Flivers quickly turn it back around. They'll hold it at the blue line, try to dump it in. Zeminski working with Brujink. Tried to move it up there to Matthew Lupkert. Now Benish will play it from behind. Luke lost the handle. Turnover. Flivers will try to set something up here. Good job, though, not quitting by the Emeralds. And Dietzman with it. He'll move it near side off the wall to Brujink. Couple strides in front of him. And now Dietzman will turn it around and go the other way. No score, early moments here in this one. And we get a whistle. And the Emeralds are going to get their first penalty of the night. Going to go on Carter Dietzman. So a Flivers power play down to our right here. Comes out of the zone. Circled back into the defensive end. Gavin Moore, a senior forward. He's had some great games in his career against the Emeralds. This one sent. Shot blocked and ricocheted wide. Oh, miscue by the Flivers. Dietzman gets 2 minutes for tripping. Right back the other way come the Flivers on the attack. Moore will wrap it around. Looking for some help. Comes back to the corner here for Jake Crockford. Now Moore gets it back. Shot save Gaudreau. Comes to the far wall there. Centered back in front. Broken up by the Emeralds. Here comes Levine. Emeralds will have a 3-on-2. Shot there, ice level, and a save. First one of the night for the Emeralds. Good short-handed opportunity. Now Kingsford pushes it back up into that offensive end. Shot fired wide, well off the mark behind Gaudreau, and comes back out of the zone, and the Flivers again have to reset. Drop back pass here, now skipped across, held at the blue line, shot deflected off a stick, well behind, rattled along the wall and all the way down the ice. Nate Scullin, a junior, streaky. When he's good, he is one of the best. If he's not on his game, the Flivers have had some tough times. Scallon so far so good here. Into the zone, centered and tipped wide. Great look by Jack Spreeden, the sophomore. Flivers will set up in the corner. Look to dance it out. Comes back to the blue line. Moved back in. Battle for it. Back to the forehand. Puck sits there, and Dietzman out of the box. Back to full strength. He had it out in front of the play. And we get a whistle here and a cross check. And now we'll see who it's on for Kingsford, number 13, Will Mervich. So it's a Zephyr Fuel power play. Off the wall ahead of the break. Flivers almost get one shorthanded. Rahaly back the other way. Got it taken away along the corner. Rattled around the boards. About 5 minutes gone in this one. Rondo can't hold the zone. Zephyr Fuel power play here. Turned over. Shot goes high and wide. Flivers fans gasping with excitement. They thought they were going to get a big one there. This one spent back around to Berger. Emeralds will try to push it out now. AJ behind his own net. He'll come up the near side. Berger flying end to end. Gains the zone on the left-hand side. In that corner, only spot we can't see with the camera. And in front, and it's good. Emeralds lead it 1-0. A Zephyr Fuel power play goal for the Emeralds. And they lead it 1-0. Big start here. Wait for the official announcement on the score, but the Emeralds are on top and they lead it 1-0. And a power play that has struggled has gotten an early lead. It's Levine from Berger. Another tough angled shot. Big start for the Emeralds. This one back into the Kingsford zone, trailing on their home ice here early as the Emeralds have struck first. This one, Rahaly moves forward, had it turned around. That one fired down off the back wall. 1-0. Emeralds over the Flivers. Just under 10 to play here in the opening period now. Kingsford barely holds the zone. They give it up, and the Emeralds off to another strong start. Weathered that early storm. The first 2 or 3 minutes of this one was played all in the Kingsford offensive end, but the Emeralds have tightened up. Killed off a penalty, then scored one of their own on the power play. Puck right down here in the bottom. Now it'll be flipped back up. So far, so good if you are an Emeralds fan. Levine from Berger on the power play. Levine continues to be the team's leading goal scorer. Kingsford has not looked comfortable possessing the puck here over these past couple of minutes. And now it's getting physical. Both sides laying some big shots. That one wide, but off the back wall. Gaudreau saved it. Near wraparound opportunity there for the Flivers. They'll come back to the point. Fire in, stick save. Rebound up for grabs, and Dietzman with it. He'll skate the Emeralds out of trouble. Up the right side, Carter Dietzman. Dietzman makes his move. Couldn't get a shot off as we come up on the midway point. Just over 8 to go here in this period. This one back down into the corner. Emeralds will spin it out. It's where they scored from earlier. Levine, just like his goal down in Alpena, and that went over Tri-Valley from an impossible angle. That shot hits a stick high off the glass. Rahali was ready to rip there. The shot in front blocked and turned around. Kingsford will skip it up. Their back half will, no, they won't come for a change. They're going to keep the pressure on here. Dietzman scoops it out. Levine finds it near wall. Carter spinning out of trouble. Leaves it there for Dietzman. Dietzman drops it back. Here's a look for Berger. Low shot goes wide. 7:15 to play in the first. Comes back down to the corner. Shot there. Easy takeaway for Maddie Rahali. Maddie skates it up. Tries a mid-ice slapper that goes off a skate. Kicks down to the corner. And now the Flivers back the other way. 1-0 Emeralds. Puck to the corner. Trying to set it up in front. No. Gets cleared out. Deflection. There'll be no icing. Dies out in the corner. Seth Greenleaf, a sophomore, tries to circle it and get him out. Good pinch by Lupkert in the corner. Caused a turnover. Now the Flivers get it back in their defensive end. Rocket it, then chip it off the boards. The chase is on, but Guillermo Beltran on the back end says not so fast to the Flivers. Poked away here, Lupkert, the older of the Lupkert brothers. Matthew skates it in, digs it out, chance in front. They center it for Zeminski. No. Virgink will go play it back in the corner. Virgink adjusting to playing more offense as Coach Mike Evink completely shaking things up here over this holiday break. They had a nice little layoff before they headed into Alpena in this tough 3-day stretch. Remember, they played 5 games in 7 days a couple of weeks ago. Emeralds trying to make it win number 3 on the season and their second straight. Shot from the circle hits the post. Flivers knocking on the doorstep. Zeminski, nice backhand. Just under the stick of Virgink. Comes out of the zone to the Flivers as the Emeralds change it up. Quick shot there. Stick save. Both teams getting plenty of opportunities. Takedown in the corner. Turnover off the boards. Turned back over. Then back to the Flivers. Both teams hot potato in it. As Dietzman gets a headlock takedown from Jake Crockford. We stay 4:58 to go here in the first with a 1-0 score. Face off one here to the back wall. Livers will dig in the corner. Outlet here. Levine wants his second of the game. Gets him down in the zone. Centered in front, but nobody there. Rahali off the wall. Kick save. I don't think the goaltender Scullin even saw it. Emeralds trying to dig it in that corner. They'll center it back out here. This one cleared out. Berger with Levine coming in. Sent in front. They wanted to tip it home. Now Carter will play it off the wall. Made one man miss. Comes back. Hops over the stick of Loopkert. And coming the other way, the Flivers get it poked away. Slowed their momentum down and a glove save. Good job there by Loopkert and Loopkert. Both of them flying back in there. They poke it away to slow it down. And with 4:42 to go here in the first, this one played out. Turned around here. Flivers have had the majority of the chances and the offensive possessions. Traffic in front kicked wide. But the Emeralds converting their power play. That's the difference so far. They killed off Kingsford's man advantage, scored one of their own. Coming up on 4 minutes to play here in the opening period. Glad to have you along from the Mountain View Ice Arena on another spring-like day in the U.P. Sun was shining the whole way over. About mid-30s at puck drop here in Iron Mountain. Racing the other way. Good push by Rondo. Whistle coming. There was a hang-up. And the Emeralds are going to get one here. I think Zeminski's going to go. Looked like who he was pointing at. Nope. It's going to be 15 Rondo. So, second power play for Kingsford in a 1-0 contest. Puck moved to the point. Kingsford trying to set it up. Big shot, blocked. Comes to the wall. That one chipped out. Good job by the Emeralds. This one turned around near wall. Rahali started him up. Emeralds penalty kill. You see there 1-for-1. 45 seconds left in this man advantage for Kingsford. Trying to tie it up. Wrap around. Shot there. Jackson sees it the whole way and covers it up on a big rip from Number 19, Gavin Moore. For Greg Wadge's Flivers of Kingsford and Iron Mountain. Kicked. Nice play there to hold the zone. Then the shot gets deflected up off the back wall. 22 seconds left on the Kingsford power play. 1:58 left here in the first period. That one held and launched again off of one of those far windows for the upstairs warming room. Oh, pass here stolen. Chance for the Emeralds. Stolen by Berger. Ahead to Levine. Those two working. Good job by Kingsford to get back in the play. Raholly, ice level at the blue line. Snuck up and fired that one in. Levine deflected wide. But Dietzman will get a play off the board. We're back to even strength. Minute and a half to go in the opening period. The Emeralds on top 1-0. That one took a hard bounce off the sidewall. Dietzman still almost got it all the way in there. Kingsford tries to turn it around. They'll skate out of their zone. Bring it up with a minute to go. Offensive end. Shooting lanes, passing lanes being taken away. This one's stolen. Nice move out of the zone by Levine. Tries to flip it up. Gets batted back down. Right on the stick of Dietzman, who gets tied up. And a slash going to be coming on the Flivers for trying to break up that play by Carter Levine. And it will be another Zephyr Fuel power play. Two minutes on the slash for more. Emeralds trying to add to it late here. Final minute of this period. Actually, the final 25 seconds now. Dugout. Up to the corner. Berger putting pressure on. Raholly has a lane if he wants it. Nice block shot. Lubkert plays it perfectly off the wall. Deflected. High off the glass. And a whistle. And I think it caught the netting just above the tip of the boards. 8 seconds to go in the first period. 1:23 on this Zephyr Fuel power play. Raholly off the draw. Shot blocked. Backhands it forward. Berger tries to keep it away, and that's the period. A good one for the Emeralds. They lead it. And that is the end of the period. We will step aside. Your Newberry News intermission report when we come back. It is high school hockey on M123 FM in my Manistique.
At Chevrolet, we appreciate your service, and we are happy to provide the most inclusive military offer of any car company. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
We've been known by a lot of names over the last 100 years, but one thing that hasn't changed is the same great service. Welcome to Hank's General Store. Hank's is your one-stop shop for fuel, propane refilling, fresh foods, and much more. Need a snack before hitting the road? Grab from a variety of fresh homemade foods including pizza, chicken wings, hearty sandwiches, and hand-cut steaks. Visit our website to view our menu or get ideas for your next trip with the latest news on local attractions. Hank's General Store in Helmer. Veteran-owned and operated, making sure you're ready for wherever life takes you.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
Back here at the Mountain View Ice Arena, Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. 1-0 at the end of the first period. As you gotta like it. Maybe one of the best well-rounded periods of play so far this season from the Emeralds. Despite being outshot, they lead this one by a score of 1-0. Shots on goal in the first period going in favor of the Flivers by a tally of 14-5. Emeralds' goal came on the power play. Carter Levine assisted by A.J. Berger. Emeralds power play 1-for-1 on the night. They've got 1:15 to go in their second power play, which will resume when we come out of the intermission. Emeralds penalty killed off 2 penalties in that period. So 2 for 2, the special teams units getting the job done early on here in this one. We take a break. When we come back, we'll have This Week in High School Sports from the MHSAA, 7123 FM.
Covering stories that interest the community, readers have come to depend on the Newberry News. Subscribe to the digital edition for early Wednesday morning access or get the print edition delivered to your doorstep. The Newberry News, your news and information leader.
A new president for the MHSAA's Rep Council, and a busy day on the ice in Michigan. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. This past Saturday, December 14th, was High School Hockey Day in Michigan, and a majority of the state's teams were in action. In Livonia, the Adam Mitchell Memorial Showcase was held at the Eddie Edgar Ice Arena. The showcase started in 2017 and pits teams from the Kensington Lakes Activities Association against teams from the Michigan Interscholastic Hockey League. And for the first time in event history, the KLLA came out on top, winning 6 of the 9 games. Painesdale Jeffers beat Detroit Country Day in the Gaylord D3 Showcase. Midland knocked off Rockford 4-2 as part of the Bay City Showcase. And in the U.P., Marquette took care of Lake Orion 9-2, while Riverview Gabriel Richard defeated Calumet 5-2. It was a great day to celebrate high school hockey in the Great Lakes State. Now, the regular season has about 2 months left as regionals start on February 17th. All teams will be seeded in the playoffs, and you can see current MPR rankings on the ice hockey page at MHSAA.com. Quarterfinals in all 3 divisions will be held March 1st, with the semifinals on March 6th and 7th, and the finals on March 8th. Semifinals and finals are all played at USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, and all 9 games that weekend will be streamed live on the NFHS network. To check out scores, schedules, and more, go to MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Calumet's Jackie Kiljunen. She had 23 and a 20-point win over Ishpeming, the defending Division IV state champions. The Saginaw United girls basketball team got its first win in program history, beating River Rouge behind a 9-point 5-steal performance from Brittany Johnson. And to Napoleon's Tyler Nall, he poured in a game-high 16 as the Pirates knocked off Homer 36-33.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skill certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
We're bowling today, and the question is, can a bowler use a bowling ball with no holes? The answer is yes, but there are some rules around it. A ball with no holes would have to follow static balance rules. If the ball weighs more than 10 pounds, it may not have more than 3 ounces of difference between any two halves of the ball. Additionally, there needs to be a plus sign engraved on the ball where the bowler will place their dominant hand if the ball has more than a 3/4 ounce imbalance between any two halves of the ball. If there is no imbalance, the plus sign is not needed, and the bowler can place their dominant hand anywhere on the bowling ball they like.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. The MHSAA's Representative Council has a new president. Midland Athletic Director Eric Albright now leads the way after Grand Haven Superintendent Scott Grimes' retirement. The Rep Council is made up of 19 members from across Michigan schools. It serves as the decision-making group for the MHSAA and sets policy and eligibility rules for member schools. Albright has been the AD at Midland since 2010 and is also the school's baseball coach. He's been a Rep Council member since December of 2019 and is also the past president of the Michigan Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. Grimes was Rep Council president for 10 years and vice president for 5 years before that. He first joined the council in 2001. His father, Robert, was also president of the Rep Council from 1989 to 1999. For more on the Representative Council, be sure to check out MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. This is the final update for the calendar year, so enjoy your holiday, and we'll be back in 2025.
Back here at the Mountain View Ice Arena, first intermission winding down. We're waiting for the Emeralds to come out of the locker room to resume this thing. They lead it 1-0. Want to thank our sponsors for bringing you high school hockey all season long right here on our network channels. It includes Newberry Motors, Highline Internet, Luce County Veteran Services Office, Hank's General Store, Ellen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. Also, our special segment sponsor, Zephyr Fuel on your power plays. Maling Chiropractic on your bone-crunching hit of the game series. Give out a big hit and a point to one player in our season-long bone-crunching big hitter of the season, which we'll announce at the end of the year. No big bone-crunching hit nominees yet, but I'm sure they will come. Emeralds will step on the ice with a 1-0 lead. 1:15 to go on their power play. Gavin Moore sitting 2 minutes for a slash. See the Emeralds back out, filing out of that locker room. And we are just about ready to go in this one. Want to take this opportunity to wish everybody a very happy new year. We will be back with our next local high school sports broadcast. More hockey for you. Big weekend coming up for the Emeralds at home. They will get Grand Rapids Christian and Mona Shores at the home barn. This weekend, games Friday night, Saturday afternoon. High school basketball season picks back up with a handful of games around the area Friday night as well. Should be a fun one. We're going to take a quick break as we are now waiting on the officials and come back with the second period of play from the Mountain View Ice Arena here in Iron Mountain. It's M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports.
High-speed fiber internet is here. Say hello to Highline Internet. With lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, Highline keeps you connected to what matters most. Whether it's streaming TV, gaming, or working from home. No contracts or hidden fees here. Our blazing fast internet gives you the ultimate experience with no more buffering or lag. Plus, our friendly local support team is always here to help. Upgrade your internet today with Highline Internet and experience the difference. Visit highlinefast.com to get started.
All right, here we go. Getting you ready. It'll be Emeralds on the power play to start out this period. They are on that Zephyr Fuel power play, which is 1-for-1 tonight. The Emeralds goal, Carter Levine from A.J. Berger. And here we go. Down into the other end. Quick whistle. That didn't take long. Emeralds going left to right here in this second period of play. 1:04 to go in the man advantage. They win the draw. Berger fakes like he's going to pass it back. Spins around. Now drops it Rahali. He'll skip over to Beltran. Beltran back to Rahali. One-timer, a blast wide on a huge opportunity. Maddie getting the strength back in that shoulder. It's a little sore coming out of the 2 games in Alpena. Just returned to the lineup last week. We get Carter Levine back from having to sit 2 games, and the Emeralds get a couple of players who were under the weather in the lineup as well. Full strength here. Good skip. Rahali. Big save. Dietzman tries to center it back. Back to Rahali. He's due. Ice level block. Spinning shot save on an attempt by Levine. And Dietzman to the corner with 10 seconds left. They'll set up behind. Send it in front. Off the pads. Cleared back out. It's even strength. But Levine fires away. Emerald still on the attack. That one missed. Levine dancing. Beltran. Rahali going to try the other side. Sends it in. It was deflected. Back wall Dietzman. Centered in front, but stolen away by Moore. Gets it out of the zone. Flip back in. Emeralds have to retreat to stay out of that offsides call. Opening minutes here in the second. Flivers do a good job skating it up. Wraparound. Gaudreau almost got burnt on a great play by the Flivers, but it goes wide. That one sent in. Kingsford back out. Now the Emeralds will try to skate it up past the Noble. He's kind of flat-footed. Beltran has to push it up and play offense. 1-0 with 14:40 to go here in the second. Emeralds on top. That one stolen at center ice. Beltran took a big hit. He's okay, though. They'll move it in. Wrap around behind the net. No look pass was blocked. Taken off the back of the cage in front. No, but crashing into the zone. Big shot for the Flivers. And we get some pushing and shoving. And we'll see if anybody gets sent here. Nope, he's going to get the stern talking to. Emeralds came flying in to protect their goalie. Jackson Buckley found himself surrounded by black shirts. Face off to the corner. Played off the wall. Flivers looking. Shot. Gaudreau. Save. Rebound in front and a score. And Kingsford has tied it up. Number 13, Will Mervich. The defenseman crashing in. And a ton of pressure finally pays off for the Flivers. They have evened this thing up at one apiece with just over 14 minutes to go here in the second period. Emeralds have to respond. I talked to Coach Steve Hinkson during the intermission. He said he's pleased with where they stood, but thought they came out a little flat. And again, the Flivers have jumped on the Emeralds early in the period. And now Manistique's got to regroup here. 1-1 game. Backhand deflection, no. Raholly and Levine there, but it's covered up. And we stay tied with 13 and a half to go here in the second period. And then wrapped around. Emeralds give up a rebound goal. Second chance opportunity. And Kingsford's evened it up here. And they get that lead back. Levine gets hit off the puck. Flivers back the other way. Leave it. Coach Hinkson said, Kingsford always been good, always been quick. They can skate fast into the zone. Well, this is a good hockey team. We'll see how his guys respond. They give one up early here. Flivers looking for a move. Poked out of the zone. Good job there up top by Virgink. Down into the corner. Flivers change a couple. Emeralds breakout pass too far, and we get an icing. And we'll head back down. Take a minute to take a peek down at that Emerald bench. Coach Evink, Coach Hinkson working the door. Des Delisle, Gavin McPherson, the assistants this year. Draw here. Flivers, though, have it stolen away. 2-on-2 out of the zone. Raholly brings it, dumps it. Now everybody gives chase. Flivers between the leg pass out of the zone by Wyatt Lucas. Fancy. In front, stolen away. Now we go back the other way with Beltran. Like a freight train, just keeps pushing through. Got it all the way to the back wall. Everybody fighting for positioning. Scooped out by Lucas. Dodges a big hit behind the net. Played it off the wall to himself. Now, just looking for open ice. Dumps it in so the Flivers can make a change. 11:40 to go in the second. Emeralds get one in the first. Flivers have gotten one back here in the second. Flipped up. Flivers kind of had to hold up there with the puck in play. It became a traffic jam at the door getting on and off the bench. Didn't want to get a penalty for too many men. Oh, turnover. High blocker save. The Flivers are fired up here early in the second. Luke Lubkert down to the corner. Spun around. Played out. Shot off the side of the goal. Flivers centering in front. Stolen away, but the Emeralds skate it right back in front of Gaudreau. Dietzman gets bodied off the puck, and Raholly loses it behind. Oh, broken stick right down the middle. It's a 3-on-1, and we get a whistle. And Raholly is asking the official why he blew the whistle. The Emeralds had a 3-on-1 coming the other way. We're on the wrong side of the neighborhood here to know what's going on. Off the turnover, slap shot broke the stick of the Kingsford player. Emeralds turned it into a 3-on-1, and we're at the blue line when the whistle gets sounded. It's going to be a penalty. Oh, Kingsford took one, maybe behind the play, just to get things stopped. We'll get an official announcement, but it's a Zephyr Fuel power play. Offensive end draw. Emeralds 1 for 2 on the power play. Face off. Comes in front. Levine couldn't get all of it. Sitting puck chipped forward. Flivers get it out of the zone. Delay a game penalty on Moore. And what I think happened was he snapped his stick and then used what he had left to try and hold things up behind the play, and he gets whistled for a delay of game. 1-1 your score. Oh, block comes out in front. Back the other way, Kingsford into the zone. 1-on-1, they get a shot. Gaudreau the save. Easy play out here for Dietzman. Dietz will move up the near side. Dietzman, right circle. Tries to turn it back. Working with Levine. And Berger up front. Luke Kurt, or Rahali rather. And Beltran on the back end. Good job, Guillermo, to move that thing along. Clear out off a skate. They're now right to the Flivers. We're going to get another shot, and Gaudreau will hold on tight. One here in the second. Zephyr Fuel power play for the Emeralds. Flivers win the draw. Short-handed, fire, and a quick glove by Gaudreau. Emeralds flirting with disaster here. They win another face-off. Emeralds, though, play the hop off the boards. Skated in. Remember Manistique that game recently against Gaylord. They lost it only 3-1. They went 1 for 8 on the power play in that game. Started strong here in this one. But the Flivers have had the better of the chances. Nearly scored short-handed. That's going to come off as Gaudreau likes to hook his skate on those wraparounds real tight around the back end of the post to take the space away. And the Emeralds are going to be 1 for 3 on the power play. Three seconds left. Draw comes to the corner, back to even strength. Moore out of the box, joins the play. He rarely leaves the ice. Flivers push it up, wrap around, trip coming, centered in front, stolen, and Rahali's going to get one here, and it's back on the PK for the Emeralds. Good news for the Emeralds. They've killed both of them off so far. They're going to need to kill another one off here to keep this thing A 1-1 tie. Kingsford has had all the momentum here in the second period. 8:15 to go as they set up with the extra attacker. Top of the circle. Tried to skip it across. Nice job. Broken up there by Rondo. Can't clear it out, though. Dumped in wide of Gaudreau. Zeminski battling over there with Jake Crockford of the Flivers. High glass clear out. Nice move. Rahali 2 minutes for Tripp. Trying to play that last puck behind the net. Skipped across. Great setup, and then on the back half, the Flivers get one. And for the second time this period, Will Mervich buries it for the Flivers. And Kingsford has turned this thing around. The Flivers now lead it 2-1. They have earned it here in this second period. And now they want to step on it here. Power play goal for Mervich, his second of the night. Skipped in. That was a great setup. And both goals by Mervich have come on second chance rebound opportunities. Whoever the PA announcer is, he can barely keep his voice in check. That one was a skip from the right side. They were trying to come all the way to the far left post. It got denied, and then Mervich ends up off of the rebound with it on his stick and buried it past Gaudreau. And we are 2-1 Flivers over the Emeralds with 7:05 to play in a second period that's been controlled by Kingsford. They're just skipping it around now. Beatsman the clear out in front. Flivers still possess. They'll dump it to the corner. Send two guys to the front. They have blanketed everything. That one, sitting puck, fired back in on a quick try by Greenleaf. Beatsman, outlet Levine, just back to out of the zone. Berger, a couple of times, I think has wanted a lead pass to go attack. Keeps smacking his stick on the ice like he's calling for it. Stolen now. Here's Moore. He'll come in. 5-hole. Fancy move. And the Flivers are flooding the net. 3-1 now here in the second. And this is shades of what we saw Friday in Alpena. Emeralds played a good, tight game, built up a lead, and then they take a tough penalty midway through the second in that game, and it opened up a flurry of 3 straight goals. Same thing has happened here in this one, and Kingsford leads it 3-1 now. Schrader out there. Lukert and Noble. I think this is one of their first shifts of the game. Emeralds have been trying to load up with their top line. Noble swipes it over. Schrader fighting for space. Cade with a big body. Bone-crunching hit of the game nominee for Cade Schrader. In front, wraparound save. Lukert tries it again. We get a scrum and a whistle. And Lukert looks up going, what? What did I do? Offensive end faceoff with 5:41 to go here in the second. Faceoff tied up. Flivers take it out. Moore has been the fastest and probably the best skater on the ice for either side. He almost got through there. A couple Emeralds get tangled up. He gets it back. They'll skip it across, and a whistle, and the net comes off. And then a shove after the whistle. Emerald's starting to show a little frustration. And they can't do that. They cannot make this thing any worse by taking something unnecessary. Mervich to take the draw. He's listed as a defenseman, but he's played really well up front in this one. A pair of goals. Whistle here on Gaudreau's stop with 5:17 to go in the second. Capacity crowd. They took half of the bleachers away here in Iron Mountain. For those of you that have been here over the years, you come in through the lobby, got the warming rooms upstairs, and then as you head into the rink, there was 2 sections of bleachers along the wall where we are opposite of the benches. Well, the back set, which used to be down to what would be our left, have been ripped out. They now use that for a storage area for nets and spare boards and things like that. So it's packed shoulder to shoulder with fans of both teams in the one section. Good crowd watching through the glass in the warming room. Center in front, broken up high stick. They're going to whistle it. I was hoping so. That'll move it down to the other end and maybe a break to help the Emeralds turn this thing back around. 4:50 to go. Been slow moving over the past couple of minutes. Kingsford has scored 3 times here in the second. And they lead it 3-1. Berger to take the draw. Clear out here is broken up. Sent across. That one's going to pop up. High off the glass, here comes the Flivers. Shot, Gaudreau. Save and a cover up. And another quick whistle with 4:31 to go in the period. Seems like everybody the Emeralds are up against has a much bigger team, but the number is pretty even in this one. One problem that maybe the Emeralds had is their power play unit is basically their combination of top lines, their top forward and defensive pairings. And then Berger and Rahali are 2 of your better defensive players, so they help out on the PK. Been a lot of ice time for the 7 or 8 primary skaters for the Emeralds, playing their 3rd game in 4 days. And a breakaway. Flivers, shot, Gaudreau, not sure if he had it or not, makes the save and robs Evan Moyer. Rahali still working his way back in. It's been quick spurts for guys like Zeminski, Lubkert to step in and take this draw. Verjink trying to still adjust back to playing forward. This one off the wall. Here's a chance. Matthew Lubkert. Could have been a 2-on-1. Lost the handle, and it's going to be an offsides. Emeralds just have not been able to put the pieces together here in the second period. But plenty of hockey left. 4:02 to go in the second. That's our 5th whistle in the last minute. Fired down Rahali. Off the back wall, surveys the scene. He'll backhand it around. Emeralds will try to push it out. Quick tip Zeminski right below us. Played along the wall. Then Zeminski goes down, trying to get it to Lubkert. He'll block that one. Then just turn and dump it in the corner. Everybody else going the wrong direction. Emeralds try to play catch up now. Big hit along the board, Zeminski. Virgink comes up with it. Emeralds trying to create an opportunity. Raholly tried to steal it under his stick. 2-on-1 for Kingsford. Skipped across. Raholly bailing back. Did enough to at least slow down the timing. And Gaudreau covers up another one. They don't put shot totals up on the board here, but I am comfortable saying Kingsford has easily topped the 14 shots they had in the first. Dietzman brings it around. Levine, no look, stolen away. Gaudreau has to fend off a quick shot. This one skated in. Flivers, they'll crash a guy in front, try to set it up. No. High bouncing puck played by the Emeralds, but taken right away by Kingsford. Flivers steal it off the board. Oh, they weren't ready on the far side for the reverse pass. Comes back across center ice. They'll start another quest into the offensive end. 3 goals for the Flivers here in the second to lead it 3-1. Nice chance the other way for the Emeralds. Shot well off the mark. It was Levine. Gets past Berger and come all the way back. Guillermo will play this one behind to Raholly. Maddie moves it. That pass, they try to bank it off the boards. Ricochets right it behind Gaudreau. Raholly to Beltran, to Berger. Berger dances, brings it out in front, and it's going to be turned over to the Flivers. And nice move. 3-on-1 and a whistle from behind here. And they're going to get called for an offsides as Gavin Moore faked out even his own teammates. 1:37 to go here in the second, and a 3-1 game. Big hit leveled on Lubkert along the boards, but he bounces right off. Luke sends it in. Here come the Flivers. Nice dump there, just a stride in front of their home player. He skates in, sends it back out. Lost our connection briefly. Do apologize. Buckley with the assist. Just led him the whole length of the ice. It was about a stick length in front of him. He reaches out, skated it around, and hit his man trailing into the zone. 40 seconds left. And from one of their best periods of the season to one they'd like to forget for the Emeralds, and the Flivers want to keep adding on. 4-1. Back up. Levine dumps it in. Emeralds go for a change. It's Berger. Now that is the end of a second period that Kingsford controls start to finish. We'll be back with your second intermission report.
I love that our tagline is Your Health, Our Passion. It's definitely a passion for me. I take care of the people that take care of the people.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center's new CEO, Helen Johnson.
But I am really a Northern Michigan girl. I started my career out here as a young nurse in oncology in Marquette. It was so natural for me to be able to move back. It is a different way of life. You just breathe a little easier. My husband and I really are outdoors people. If I'm outdoors around a campfire, get a little bit of smoke in your hair, that is just a happy place for me.
Johnson loves the intimacy of small town healthcare.
Living and working in a rural community gives us a unique opportunity to connect with our patients one-on-one. I want them to say, I was at your hospital recently, and the next thing I want them to say is, and it was great.
Helen Newberry Joy's new CEO, Helen Johnson.
I have had such a great welcome to this community.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
All right, back here at the Mountain View Ice Arena in Iron Mountain, taking a look at your second period stats. Kingsford with 17 shots in the period. Emeralds only come up with 3, and that tells the story in a period where the Flippers score 4 times. Shots on goal through 2 periods of play, overall 31-8. Emeralds go 0 for 1 on the power play at the start of the period. They missed another one midway through. They're now 1 for 3 for the game. I said it was good news that their penalty kill is playing well. Well, I jinxed them because the Flippers came out and scored on the power play as well to make it 2 for 3 for the Emeralds on the power play. So far, your only goal tonight for the Emeralds, first period power play goal from Carter Levine, assisted by A.J. Berger. That is your second period stat recap. It's brought to you by the Newberry News. We will step aside third period when we come back here in Iron Mountain. It is M123 FM and my Manistique.
When it's time to head to the great outdoors, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has you covered. As your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer, they're your one-stop shop from the water to the snow trails. Whether it's sales, service, rentals, or accessories, they've got everything you need to make your next trip unforgettable. Visit Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. The Fish and Hunt Shop, where your next great adventure begins.
At Chevrolet, we appreciate your service, and we are happy to provide the most inclusive military offer of any car company. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
All right, Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. We're back inside the Mountain View Ice Arena, ready to go. Gut check time for the Emeralds on their 9th period of hockey in the last 3 days. Second period did not go their way, and they trail at 4-1 as we enter the third period. Updated stat total for you from the second intermission. It was 20 shots on goal for a game total of 34 for the Flivers. Emeralds going right to left here. Shot fired in on Gaudreau, broken up. Emeralds staying with their top group here to open this third period. That line has seen probably 75% of the ice time tonight. Rahali, Beltran on the back end with Berger, Dietzman, and Levine up front. Here comes Carter Levine, has the game's only goal for the Emeralds. Centered in front and broken up, just not enough chances. When you give up 20 shots in a period and only get 3, you're forcing yourself to play almost perfect just to have a chance. Nice lead out here off the wall. Levine in front. Gets double teamed. Nobody there as the rest of the Emeralds came for a change. And then the Flivers just skate it right back into the zone. And on Gaudreau and a couple of late run-ins by the Emeralds, who have been frustrated that teams get up big on them and start bullying them. And the Emeralds have been showing some frustration since they gave up the lead. And that's only going to make things worse. Penalty, Basonic after the whistle. And back on the penalty kill. And the Flivers are going to look to add to it here. They'll set it up top side. Shot goes wide, comes to the corner. Emeralds just chop at it, and then they'll clear it out of the zone. 15-10 to go. It's 4-1 Flivers, and they are on the power play. Here they come. Too hot to handle. Benish sends it over. Jack Heinonen, who missed the Alpena showcase, gets, I believe, his first shift of the night. Flivers turn it around. They'll come back into the zone. They'll wrap all the way around. Oh, Mervich broke his stick. That's going to hurt. He's got a hat trick already. A lot of goals on that one. That's played along the wall. But again, Gavin Moore has looked like the best player on the ice tonight. Gets him out of trouble. One-timer goes wide. Flivers chop it into the zone. Puck up for grabs. Rahali baseball bats it out of there. Goes the length of the ice. Clear out attempt. Knocked down by Dietzman. Emeralds still have 40 seconds to kill off. Feels like it's been an eternity on this power play. Inside, wrap around. Try to clear it back. Moore will look. Fancy little move there. Now they'll set Moore up at the point. Lost the handle. Oh, no offsides. We get a whistle from somebody else. The head official let it go. The linesman, though, comes in and says, no, that was offsides. And it'll be a neutral zone face-off. (4-1) Kingsford. Dumped in. Emeralds will get it out. 10 seconds left in the man advantage. Penalty kill's probably been the highlight of the night for the Emeralds as they've killed off their their third and 4 tries. Dump back down the other way. Comes wide. Dietzman sets it up in front for Berger. And the Emeralds get one back. It's 4-2. Great hustle play after they kill off the penalty to get it back to even strength. Dietzman wins the race down the ice, sets up Berger. And Berger's hot streak continues. Berger's second point of the night. Flivers maybe thought they were going to coast comfortably through this one. Emeralds want to hunt another one. Shot there. Gaudreau. Save. It popped up. Comes back down. Rahali to the rescue. Matty moves it along right side. Now he'll skate it out. Matthew Rahali, the senior defenseman, pushes. Winds up big in a save to deny him. Flivers back into the zone. Kingsford leading it 4-2. All the goals have been down on the offensive end for the Emeralds. One in the first, one in the third for Manistique. In between, a 4-goal flurry by Kingsford, and we get a whistle and a stoppage here. Flivers defensive end draw. They win it. Bring it out. Kingsford will push. Flivers off the crossbar. Nice job digging it out. Dietzman and Levine creating another opportunity. Dietzman in front. Levine backhand wide. Berger will set. Trying to thread the needle to Levine. Broken up, but AJ gets it back. Now he'll leave it. Carter's going to come be the setup man. Dietzman sees a loose puck. He charges in. Rattled around. Levine. A no-look quick blast and a stick save. Sends it out of play. That one taking it behind. Flivers controlling the faceoffs, especially in their own end. Benish moves it along the wall to Berger. Coach Evink's going to ride with this top line, try and spark the comeback. Dietzman broken up coming in. Has Berger in front, but plays it along the back wall. Comes all the way to Rahali. Rahali just keeps fighting along. Berger sends it in front. Broken up, but a loose puck was sitting there. Emeralds can't get to it. And the Flivers, no icing. Sent out. They'll miss everything. No chance there for the Emeralds. Now the Flivers bring it in. Shot sent high. steps shy of trying to get to it. Flivers winning the race to a lot of those loose pucks. They'll just cycle it around. Broken up here. Levine can't make the play out of the zone. Now he's got another chance, and he just chips it forward, and the Flivers will bring it right back in. Rahali sends it. Thought that was deflected, but they'll say icing. Come back down here with 9:33 to go. The Emeralds have inched closer with a goal here in the period. This one pushed forward by Rondo. Got pinched off along the boards in front of the benches. Flivers crashing, skip across off a skate. Mervich was looking for his fourth goal of the game. Turned away. Noble will bring it in and just get rid of it. Takes a bounce off the back wall corner. Comes out in front and is covered up by Skolin. Lubkert with Rujink and Zeminski. Another draw won by the Flivers. Lubkert spins it around and then flips it. Spun back. Kingsford will bring it all the way in. Gaudreau off the side of the helmet. Way to use your head, I guess. Dumped in Bosonic. Turnover. And it gets deflected out of play. That was almost a gift for Kingsford. Draw will come here to Gaudreau's right with the Emeralds in their own end. Nope, they're going to bring it out. All righty. Referees now will talk about it. But no, they're going to move it back in. And now the linesmen talk about it. That one sent in wide. Not much of a real threat there. Flivers have made the Emeralds chase them around for most of the night. Manistique led it 1-0. That held up through the first period. 4 unanswered goals midway through the second. Put Kingsford in control. Emeralds trying to battle their way back. Levine. Puck stays in the back wall. This one sent down. 1-on-1 into the zone. Rahali steers it wide. Up into the netting and out of play. That one side of the net. Emeralds won the face-off, but kind of spun their tires. Kingsford came right through and made a play on that one. They're trying to set something up in front. Back to the point. Penalty is coming. Flivers get the extra attacker. will be touched up behind. And another penalty for the Emeralds. This will be their 5th of the game. And they're going to have to kill this one to have any chance of completing a comeback. Comes to Moore. Moore looks for a lane. Again, it's Berger, Dietzman, Beltran. 2 minutes for slashing on Noble, the penalty. Shot deflected over the top. Rattles around off the Zamboni door. Emeralds will clear it out. Moore will skate the Flivers up here. Gains the zone. Looks for help. Crashing in. Wraps all the way around. Goes a full circle. Left it. And nobody there. Berger clears it out. Off the stick. And then Dietzman chasing in on the goaltender. Dietzman still hustling. Blocked by Rahali. Sent in front. Broken up by Rondo, the freshman. Flivers, though, circling around again. They'll come out with a shot. Gaudreau looking for it. Has the save. 5:45 to play. 42 seconds left on the penalty kill. Quick clear out here. Flivers will play it. 30 seconds left in the man advantage as they come out of their own end. Skipped across. Shot there, poked away. Zeminski got enough of it, but off the back wall, Flivers still attack. Sneak a guy into the slot, and that was a grade A opportunity. Gaudreau keeps the Emeralds in it. 11 seconds left on the man advantage. Emeralds have to win this face-off, get it out of the zone, and then go to work on tying this up in the last 5 minutes. They clear it out. Flivers still have a chance to set something up. Rocketed across. There's a guy. Skates all the way back in. Emeralds are full strength. Saved there. And now they're going to try and get an opportunity out of it. Back the other way. Levine was 1-on-3. Beltran misses on a sitting puck. Turned around. Lupkert in front. Deflection. Levine, no. He gets turned away. Sent here. Lupkert circles in front. Got the post. Levine, nothing. Flipped out of the zone. Bosonic can't stop it. 4-2 your score. 4:26 to play. That one high off the back wall. Flivers play it. Oh, just lost his balance. Number 12, Carter Stieber in the corner. Schrader up to Noble. Noble kind of pulls up there. Another 2-on-1 opportunity. Lost. Big shot. Gaudreau. Save. Hangs on tight. 3:55 to go here in this one. Face-off one came out of the zone. Offsides whistle. Emeralds will get a face-off outside the zone now. But they got to win one to set anything up. Oh, turned over. Comes in front of Gaudreau, and then they'll ice it. No, they wave it off. Everybody kind of started to coast. Flivers with it there. Dietzman lost his stick. Goes and gets it back in the play. Flivers send it up across 2 lines and into the zone. Hard stop and a weave here from Mervich. He's got a hat trick. Rahali plays it out of the zone. Berger to give chase. Emeralds. Nobody went. They look like they've hit the wall here. And Banish just dumps it in. We're kind of just coasting along here as we go under 3 minutes. Doesn't look like there's a lot of fire in the belly left in the Emeralds. 2 games at Alpena. Here's a 3-on-1. Dietzman, Levine. Where is it? Blocked to the corner and cleared out of the zone. Levine got turned around. Sitting puck. He can't get there. Turned over again. Feels like the Emeralds are playing 5-on-10. 2:23 to go. Tough 2 for Mike Evink to try and pull the goalie or come up with any kind of strategy. But his guys just aren't able to skate or possess the puck long enough. Shot there, Berger. It's a high save. Dietzman, corner, sent in front. Lubkert watches it. Rondo, a defenseman, is playing in there. And now, back the other way. Only Beltran was back. Big save, Gaudreau. Rondo will ice the puck. And it'll come back down to the Emerald defensive end with 1:41 to go. Some late game magic needed, and a timeout going to come here. That'll be Manistique's one and only timeout. We'll step aside. 4-2, Flivers on top.
Did you know the Newberry News has a print shop? They print business cards, brochures, invitations, window flyers, gift certificates, business envelopes, and so much more. Get all your printing needs done right here at home. For fast service and affordable pricing, call 906-293-8401 and see what the Newberry News print shop can do for you.
Timeout for the Emeralds. You see them there huddling around. Coach Mike Evink in the middle. He's kind of hanging back, cool, calm, collected. Rest of the Emerald coaching staff discussing things amongst themselves. And we'll get back to play here. 1:41 to go in this contest. They win the faceoff. Berger tries to clear it out, goes right in front. And the Flivers almost put one away there. Berger now off the back wall. Again, the Emeralds can't get it on their stick. Here comes Gaudreau. He's out. And behind, Emeralds can't get the puck. Levine, Dietzman, didn't see it go between his feet. Flivers turn it around, poked back, off the turnover. It's broken up. Comes out to the blue line. Rahali breaks one up. Maddie centers it, shot. Save. Berger a big rip with just under a minute to go. That's what you need. Hit and hope here. Schrader will come out as the extra attacker. And now the Flivers will use their timeout. Make sure they've got all their ducks in a row and how they want to play this. We'll take you back down to the bench here. Emeralds down by 2. They scored first. A power play goal from Carter Levine, assisted by A.J. Berger. That 1-0 lead held up to the midway point of the second when the Flivers unleashed 4 straight to take control. Only goal here in the period, number 3, has been Manistique on Berger from Dietzman. Mike Evans got the whiteboard out. Or at least I thought he did. And here we go. Extra attacker. Emeralds win the draw. Big blast. Rahali in front of sliding. Game-saving save. Nate Scullin survived the big blast. It was spinning and Schrader mid-backhand. And Scallon slides right on top of that one. Draw one back off the face-off wide left. Beltran teed off on that one. Blocks it back into the zone. Cleared out here. Oh, Rahali was battling for it. An empty net dagger for Jackson Buckley. And that's going to send the Flivers to the win here in this one. It comes with 38.5 to play. Empty net goal for Kingsford. They cleared it out. Rahali tried to come up with it, but it's the Flivers who sneak out of the zone. A breakaway on the empty net. Buckley from Moore to make it 5-2. Backhand in front. Bouncing puck. Benish will just send it up the ice. And I think the Emeralds just want to get this thing over with. Timekeeper let it go as long as he could. And I believe it's 9.3 to play. It's a giant glare and a light from the ceiling hanging in front of our angle here. Benish will just skate it out. Emeralds will fall in this one. 5-2. See a lot of smiles from the Flivers and their fans. They got a tough test early from the Emeralds, but turned it on for that 5-2 victory. We'll be back with the Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center postgame report when we come back.
I love that our tagline is Your Health, Our Passion. It's definitely a passion for me. I take care of the people that take care of the people.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center's new CEO, Helen Johnson.
But I am really a Northern Michigan girl. I started my career out here as a young nurse in oncology in Marquette. It was so natural for me to be able to move back. It is a different way of life. You just breathe a little easier. My husband and I really are outdoors people. If I'm outdoors around around a campfire, get a little bit of smoke in your hair. That is just a happy place for me.
Johnson loves the intimacy of small town healthcare.
Living and working in a rural community gives us a unique opportunity to connect with our patients one-on-one. I want them to say, I was at your hospital recently, and the next thing I want them to say is, and it was great.
Helen Newberry Joy's new CEO, Helen Johnson.
I have had such a great welcome to this community.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Back here at the Mountain View Ice Arena in Iron Mountain, Flivers knock off the Emeralds tonight by a score of 5-2. Manistique went up 1-0 in the first on a Zephyr Fuel power play goal by Carter Levine. It was assisted by A.J. Berger. 1-0. That held up midway through the second, then 4 straight as the Flivers took over. Emeralds inched closer in the third as they got one from Berger on an assist from Dietzman. A nice hustle play, but it just wasn't enough. Kingsford adds an empty netter in the final seconds, and they win it by a score of 5-2. Final stats in this one brought to you by the Newberry News. We'll send them across the bottom of your screen for you. Final shots on goal in this one. Kingsford with 47. The Emeralds managed just 14. Another lopsided night in the shots on goal department. Emerald goals, number 3, Carter Levine, assisted by Berger. Then Berger in the score column, assisted by Dietzman. Power play numbers for the Emeralds on the Zephyr Fuel power play tonight, 1 for 3. They did kill off 4 of the 5 penalties that they did face. Next contest for the Emeralds comes at home. A busy weekend with a pair of games, one Friday and one Saturday. That's going to do it tonight. Oh, wait, no, we got some awards to hand out. First, our Moline Chiropractic bone-crunching hit of the game. It goes to Cade Schrader. Got a big hit along the boards early in the second period. And Cade gets his first bone-crunching point in the season-long series. Cade Schrader with the Moline Chiropractic bone-crunching hit of the game. Your 3 stars from Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway tonight. We are going to go with the number 3 star, an assist in this one for Carter Dietzman. Second star of the game tonight, Carter Levine continues to lead the Emeralds in scoring. Got a goal in the first period on the power play, and with 1 goal and 1 assist, your top star tonight in Iron Mountain is going to be A.J. Berger. I'm Dan Hardenbrook. Happy New Year. We'll talk to you Friday at 7:123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.